At which palace did King Xerxes reign? The citadel of Susa. What was Adonijah's real intention when he requested through Bathsheba to marry Abishag the Shunammite? To be acknowledged as a successor to the throne. On the day Haman was executed, to whom did King Xerxes give Haman's estate? Queen Esther. Whose skin did Naaman's skin become like after he washed in the Jordan River as instructed by Elisha? Like that of a young boy. To whom does Luke declare he is writing in the introduction of the Gospel of Luke? Most excellent Theophilus. In Hezekiah's message, who did Rabshakeh blaspheme against? The living God. What did Jesus declare before healing the paralytic? Forgiveness of sins. Where did the returned exiles gather to worship in the 7th month? Jerusalem. Over how many Sabbaths did Paul reason with them from the Scriptures in the Thessalonian synagogue? For 3 Sabbaths. In the Sermon on the Mount, the 8th beatitude is associated with persecution for what? Righteousness. What happened when Noah sent out the dove the first time? It returned to the ark, finding no place to set its foot. What did the Lord tell Hezekiah not to be because of the words of the king of Assyria? Do not be afraid. Why did God not accept Cain's offering, according to Hebrews chapter 11 verse 4? Because it was not offered in faith. What did the voice from heaven say when Jesus was baptized? This is my Son, whom I love, with him I am well pleased. How much gold did Moses use in the construction of the tabernacle? 29 talents. How old was Ahaziah when he became king of Judah? 22 years old. Which apostle confessed to the risen Jesus, "My Lord and my God"? Thomas. In the Gospel of John, who first testified to the resurrection of Jesus? Mary Magdalene. Why did King Herod imprison John the Baptist? For condemning Herod's marriage. In the book of Numbers, who was asked by King Balak to curse Israel? Balaam. Which tribe camped on the east side of the tabernacle while Israel was in the wilderness? The tribe of Judah. What did Stephen's face resemble as he was preaching? The face of an angel. Why did the disciples cry out, "Death in the pot," while eating the stew in Gilgal? Because the stew was poisoned. In Revelation, what does Alpha and Omega, representing Jesus, signify? The first and the last. What did the Lord say he would send upon the king of Assyria to make him hear a report and return to his own country? a spirit, or an angel? How was Saul chosen in 1 Samuel? By casting lots. Where did the Tower of Babel incident take place? Plain of Shinar. What did Jesus say when raising the synagogue leader's dead daughter? Little girl, I say to you, get up. What were the visitors from the east called during Jesus' birth? Magi. Whom did Moses command to choose men and go out to fight against the Amalekites? Joshua. What are the names of Noah's sons? Shem, Ham, Japheth. In Colossians, where does Paul say the peace of Christ should rule? In your hearts. Where was Jacob buried after his death? Cave of Machpelah. Which gospel records Jesus' conversation with the Samaritan woman? John's Gospel. When Joseph first met his brothers, what did he accuse them of being? Spies. Which brother offered to become a slave in place of Benjamin when the silver cup was found in his sack? Judah. Which tribe, descendant of Jacob's youngest son, did King Saul belong to? Tribe of Benjamin. In the Gospel of John, what is the Holy Spirit referred to as? Counselor. In which city did Rehoboam reign for 17 years as king? Jerusalem. What teaching does Paul emphasize in the book of Romans? Righteousness through faith. Thanks for watching till the very end. We'd love to read your reflections and Bible insights in the comments. Your support through likes and subs helps us produce more Bible quizzes.